Hello everyone, welcome to JSP Ambience Luxury. My name is Jenny. I am the owner and creator of JSP Ambience Luxury. Today we're going to be talking about 9 things you shouldn't spend your money on. And Happy New Year to you once again. So today, 9 things you shouldn't spend your money on for financial freedom. Number 1 on the list is stop eating out. Just stop eating out. You can spoil yourself once in a while, but making eating out all the time, it takes money away from you. It takes money away from your pocket. It takes money away from that investment that you could be doing. It takes money away from your retirement. It takes money away from things that you could be doing for you, maybe going back to school, maybe buying your own car, or maybe doing some other stuff. It takes money away from you. You can go to the grocery store, buy raw food, and come back home and cook it, have it in the fridge. That way, in the morning, you can scoop it out and take it to work. You don't have to be buying food all the time. Number 2 on the list is buying expensive cars. Buying expensive cars. You see, I'm not in this world to compete with everybody. You see how fingers are not equal? I'm not going to make me equal to somebody else. So maybe you have friends who have exotic cars. You have friends who buy cars every two years or every year. They're not going to have financial freedom, because what they are doing with their money is paying that car, paying car notes all the time. What they're going to be doing is paying so exorbitantly because they are trying to show off, because they are trying to feel belong. They want to prove a point to somebody. You shouldn't be here to prove any point to anybody. The only person you have to prove a point to is you. You're not here to please people. You are not in this world to please people. So don't go and be buying expensive cars without getting the necessary things in life. Expensive cars, I feel they are luxury, and is that car making money back for you? I remember somebody I used to know bought Expedition. I mean, this car is beautiful. The car, was beautiful, but the car note was over $2,500, and he was scratching to pay the car note. He was scratching to pay the car note. That's the money that he could be saving to invest somewhere, or open up a business, or open up his own business. But he's using it to pay on a car, that does not appreciate. It depreciates in life. So why would you want to invest your money on something that do not appreciate but only depreciate? So number 3 on the list is buying an expensive house or renting an expensive apartment. You should cut your coat according to your material. Before, they used to say cut your coat according to your size. No, because you might be a large person and you have just 1 yard. 1 yard will not get you everything. So if 1 yard of material can get you only bikini or get you only bra, then cut your coat according to your material. When you buy houses, or when you buy a house that you can afford, the money that you could be investing in something, in maybe in stock exchange, or investing into real estate, or investing into something else, is going into that house, because the mortgage is so high for you. So you shouldn't. It's good you buy a house, but go so low that it will be affordable. I remember when I was buying my house, I told my realtor, I said I was paying about $1,400 in my apartment. I told her that I don't want my mortgage to be more than $1,100. And if you stretch me so much, it's $1,100. That's what I told her. I said I don't want it to be more than $1,100. And she got it in a way that is lower than that. Because I don't want to be jumping from frying pan to fire. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to impress myself. And I know what is in my pocket. I know what comes into my pocket at the end of every month. So I'm not going to be impressing some people. No, I'm here to live my life according to me, according to my own Bible. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to impress anybody. So don't spend your money on, expensive house that you cannot afford. Number 4 is too much vacation. Too much vacation. One of my friends, she was going on vacation, and I was like, oh well, I wish I could go with you on this vacation. She said, oh Jane, if you stop doing so much to your house, you could afford all this vacation I'm going to. My answer to her was, if I go on those vacations and come back home, my house will still be raggedy. Why don't I use the money that I'm going to use for the vacation and fix my house? That way I can bring that vacation to my house. And that was what I did last year. My children and I, we fixed our house. We did the cement work, and we did a cookout last year. I felt like crying. I almost cried when we were doing cookout with my nephew and the family. It felt so good that, we were able to fix this house, and we're able to sit down and enjoy and play music and enjoy and eat. So having too much vacation, I'm not saying don't go on vacation once in a while, but going on every vacation, on Easter vacation, Christmas vacation, Thanksgiving vacation, middle week vacation, and summer vacation, winter vacation, that takes money away that you could be investing somewhere else. Number 5 is too much credit cards. Having too much credit card. Maxing all your credit cards. Everything you see on the internet, you swipe. Everything you see, you swipe. Everything you see, you swipe. I have credit cards, but the only one I use is just one. The one that gives me, I think it's Capital One, the one that gives me reward points. That's the only credit card that I use. And whenever I use it, I pay it off. So having too many credit cards will be taking money away from you, because you are paying, one, you are paying interest. Number 2, you are even paying late fee. Number 3, you might be paying some other stuff that you're not even aware. So limit your credit card usage. That way you're going to have money in your bank account. And number 6 is having designers wears, having designers shoes, designers handbags. Again, don't keep up with the Joneses, because nobody is paying your bills and nobody is going to pay your bills. So you see a handbag that just got released by this quote and unquote maybe Louis Vuitton or Marco Kors, and you're running to go buy it. Meanwhile, you on food stamp. Meanwhile, you have child support. You're using your children's money, child support money. You're using your children's money to go buy the latest Louis Vuitton. You're using your children's child support money to go buy the latest Marco Kors. You should be ashamed of yourself, woman, to take money from your children to go and buy designers shoes, designers handbag, designers jacket, designers clothes. That takes away money from your family. Who are you impressing? Who are you impressing? Nobody cares about what kind of handbag you have. I bought a handbag over 10 years ago from Burlington for $25. Guess what? I'm still wearing the same handbag. I still have that same handbag. And whenever I bring it up, people ask me, where did you get this handbag? I'd rather have me a good looking handbag and have money stacked in my handbag than having the best looking handbag, the most expensive handbag, but you ain't got nothing. Don't have anything in the handbag. You have some clothes that you have not even used the past 5 years, the past 2 years. You have some jacket, you have some clothes you bought from Macy's that you haven't used, they still have their tag on them. Just because Macy's is running special, JCPenney is running special, you run to them, you go and buy, you hang it up. You go and buy, you hang it up. You don't need anything you haven't worn for a year ago, 2 years ago. That means you don't need that stuff. You don't need to keep buying stuff that you don't need, because they announce they have sales somewhere. You running to go buy those sales. They're always running sales. Remember, every time you turn on the radio, Macy is always running special, running sales all the time. All the time. So cut down on your spending on clothes, on material things, but invest those money in stocks. Invest those money in landed property. Invest those money in maybe a Roth IRA. Invest those money in your retirement. Invest those money into something that will yield money back to you, so that when you start spending, then you know you're spending from the interest, from the money that you made, and you're not spending from your principal. And number 7 is cables and subscriptions. Spending money on cables and subscriptions. Have you noticed one thing with the cable company? When you signing up, they tell you, oh, a bundle is $120, or they tell you it's $100, but your bills never comes $100 or $120. Your bill always comes $280, $300, $400, and your bill is screaming on the phone. Why is my bill this so high? Why is my bill this so high? I was talking to somebody who worked in telecommunication. He told me, I don't know how truthful this is. He told me, he said, some black neighborhood is considered as a state and not a county. In telecommunication, what he said, some black neighborhood is considered as a state and not a county. That's why you will find out that a black neighborhood will have their bill for like maybe $250, $300, $400 on your cable. The same bundle, when you go to a white neighborhood, they have it for $100. They have it, when their bill comes, they have it $120. So you shouldn't be spending money on subscriptions. I remember when I was moving from my apartment to my house, I called the cable company. I told them I just need internet. They were like, oh, we have this bundle and it's going to finish today, which is Friday. It's going to finish today. I said, no, I just need internet. They said, no, this special is we're running $100 and it will lock you in for 2 years. You're going to have about 1,000 channels you're going to watch. I said, who sits down to watch 1,000 channels? I have jobs. I don't have a job. I have jobs that I'm doing. I go to my jobs. I can't sit down to watch 1,000 channels. That's how they get people. They say 1,000 channels. You're running. Oh yeah, they're gonna give me 1,000 channels. Your bill comes $200, $300, $400 and every month, and you're screaming, why is my bill so high? I told him, I said, I just need internet in my house. And I'm going to call you on Monday so we can set up an appointment when you guys can come down. On Monday, I called him. I said, I need, when are you going to come? Oh, how did he put it? He said, the special didn't end on Friday. We're going to end it today, Monday. I said, oh, you didn't end on Friday. You told me it was going to end on Friday. It didn't end on Friday. It's going to end today. Can we run it for you? I said, no, just give me internet. He was upset. I just have internet in my house because nobody watches the TV. Everybody's on their phone. You can watch from your phone. You can watch the CNN. You can watch MNBC. You can watch Fox News. You can watch whatever you want to watch. You can watch it from your phone. You can do it. You can read the news on your phone. That is another way they cage us. Number 8 is helping your family members who will never be helped in life. I don't care how how they are. There are some people that you should never help in life, because it's like making a mountain on a molded hill. The more you help them, the more it feels like you're not doing anything for them. So such people, they are suckers. They come to suck life out of you. They come to suck money out of you, because you give them, they waste it. They're like prodigal sons. They waste it. They don't do nothing with it. Especially people from back home. You make money here, you work so hard. You work tirelessly. You send money to them. Some of them will never use that money profitably. They will never invest that money. They will never use that money to better themselves. I remember a friend of mine told me that he sent money to his brother at home who wanted to open a business. What did he do? He went and used the money to get married, and called the brother and said, "Oh, brother, I'm married. Can you send me another money for business?" The brother said, "Well, the money I sent to you was for business." He said, "Yeah, I used it to get married. Now I need money for my business." I told him, I said, some people like that, I cut them off. I cut them loose. That's what I do with people like that. So number 9 is expensive weddings. I used to joke with my friends that if I ever get married again, I'm going to go with my spouse, we're going to go to the justice of the peace, sign the paper, and everybody will meet me and my husband at the hibachi grill. That way there is cake, there is cookie, there is all you can eat buffet, all you can eat. I always make joke. I just say that to say, don't spend money. If you're going to get married this year, don't spend money on extravagant marriage. If you have that money, $20,000, $50,000, use it to buy property. Use it to invest. Use it into something that can yield money back for you or to you and your spouse. Don't use that money to lavish, extravagant wedding. Better still, you can still keep that money for maybe see how the marriage goes. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. If the money goes, if the wedding goes well, if the marriage goes well, then you can spend that money on your maybe wedding anniversary. I'm not saying don't spend money on stuff, but just be wise in your spending. The Bible saying, all that getting, get understanding. Spend money on things that are necessary. Spend money on things that will bring money back to the family, that will bring money back to you. Invest money where you can have interest. I learned something from my son. So he has his little bank account. The other day he told me, he said, "Mommy, guess what?" I said, "Well, you see, I made $10 from my profit in my bank account." I said, "Really, you made $10? I said, "You're going to invest the $10? He said, "No, Mommy, I'm going to use that $10 to spoil myself. I'm going to go to McDonald's and spend that on McDonald's." I was like, wow. You see, I was cool. I was happy that he didn't spend his principal. He didn't spend the money he had in the bank account. All he spent was the interest, $10 of interest. That was what he spent. So maybe we can cultivate this type of habit, this type of attitude, that we have our money put in the bank. Maybe we can only spend out the interest on our money instead of spending the bulk of the money. We can spend interest. That way, if you have an interest of maybe $50,000, maybe you can, go on those vacations. But don't spend the real money, the principal. Only spend on the interest, because your money that you have stacked up in your investment, they are yielding money that you can use for a lavish lifestyle. Don't forget that life is in phases and men are in sizes. My question is, what size are you and what phase in life are you? Until we meet again, don't forget to go to my website, jspambianceluxury.com. We have our soap and we have our candle. This is our candle. It smells amazing. It smells so good. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to be uploading a video that I'll be making with my girlfriend tomorrow. You can't afford to miss that. She is full of wisdom. Until we meet again, don't forget that the Lord is the strength of a woman, and nobody can love you more than you love yourself. Bye.